One of the most stunning pieces that we see, and you saw it in the opening, and there's a few others like this in the show that you'll definitely see, was great for me because it reminds me of El Barrio, where my family grew up, and we wanted to say hi to the artists. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Scherezade Garcia. I am from the Dominican Republic, and I feel that I am a Dominican York.
Oh, Dominican
Without it being bling, because I don't need it.
Okay.
I have enough colors. But I am so happy that you felt that it feels like the barrio.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it was definitely inspired by the... I am very inspired by history, because I am inspired by history. I am inspired by the stories of people. So communities, conversations, and dreams are like something that are all the time in my work. So, because I'm living in New York, you know, you feel all these layers of different communities living together in some kind of harmony. I started thinking about when all these people come to our beautiful, wonderful city, New York, because I love New York, they really think they're gonna live here for a little bit. It's like temporary home. Right. So they come here and they make like these tents. It's the idea of like, okay, we're gonna be here for 10 years, we're gonna make money, and we're gonna back to their countries. And they don't realize they start really planting roots. And this city start getting to be what the city is because the color they bring, the language they bring, you know, and all the mix they bring. So if you see my work, you're gonna see spaces. Take a look at this, for example. If you see this, it's like all the craziness and what makes beautiful our city. We are walking in a place that is definitely once was Dutch, then was Jewish, then was Puerto Rican. Then the Dominicans came in. Now they are a little bit more Mexicans. So it's such a mix. And the sound is so beautiful. And that makes our city so wonderful. And also, because I am so in love with that, I also feel people don't realize it, but they leave marks. So because I am somebody that likes to draw, and I am very into drawing and marks. People don't realize the marks, yeah. And they leave all these layers. In the ambience, when you go to uptown Manhattan, you feel Caribbean. It can be snowing, it can be 0 degrees, but it is hot. Yeah. So basically, this is what inspired me to do this installation. This is really a detail of the installation that I mount at Lehman College Art Gallery. That was last October. So there was also interviews of people and their dreams. People talking in their home about what they want to do, what they want to stay, and what now they feel that this is their house. And they go to Santo Domingo, they go to Puerto Rico, but you know, I feel this is my house. And all these contradictions and all these expectations of salvation and of dreams, of the new paradise.
So in terms of the technique, this is a silkscreen?
No, that's inkjet print.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, I went, I did like a journal of our city. And I decided to concentrate in Washington Heights, just because this is the history I know best, because I am Dominican. So I started taking photographs of all this city, making compositions of it, and then I printed on very large fabrics, so if you can see, I sewed them together. I also inside gave them a light. So, you know, sometimes the lights are on, sometimes the lights are off.
And then I see the whole...
Take a look, yeah. Also, there is a lot of, in many of them, you're going to see Catholic imaginary, talking also about like, for example, the little cards, selling like the Caribbean food. I do a lot of again graffiti. It's like the expectation of if you are born here, there is salvation. You know, you are in America, this is the paradise, this is the place to be. And it's the contradiction of it too. Also, you're gonna see in many of my pieces a lot of drawing of a little boats, the presence of water in our community. Because we come from island and we come to another island. So the idea of frontier and of salvation is the crossing of the sea. Also, I love the idea of making a very, the vegetation. If we go to our countries, there is a lot of vegetation. Though now here is a lot of things. So basically, it's the same composition. It's Baroque. It's a lot of everything. So every one of the tents has a very different marks, as I call it, because every twin is different. Every twin is unique.
And I mean, and these sort of local businesses are really the way of us leaving our mark on New York, you know, and you're able to live your dream when you can go have a bit of your home.
It's like how we plant. We come to the paradise, and then we start like kind of importing, you know, a little packages of our paradise, you know, and then we make like this very mixed and crazy and hybrid paradise of ours. That I think is what makes New York, New York. And if you start observing, you're gonna always find things like, okay, this is Spanish, al por mayor, which means like they selling wholesale. And then all of a sudden you find another one that is in English. So you can see that we cannot live only by one rule. The beauty of this experience is the layers of our community. It's like English, Spanish, French, Arabic, you know, whatever comes to our island. Chinese.
Yeah, even though they are everywhere.
I wonder, how do you print something so large on fabric? Where do you do that?
Well, I do this at my husband's studio. My husband, William Vasquez, who is New Yorican, who of course does mean that I am an expert at the New Yorican experience too. And so we have a big printer, so we can print that kind of fabric, and then of course I sew it together to make it bigger.
Well, thank you very much. This obviously means more to me because this is my history, my family's history, you know, so this is why I was so drawn to this. But
great,
stick
thanks.
around, we're going to see more work. Thank you very much
No,
for being
thank
with
you.
us.
Thank you
And
so
we'll
much.
be back.